Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and I have my Zafro portable air conditioner with 16,000 BTUs. That's ultra quiet. And now with my Zafro model A9092R12K installed as my portable air conditioner for those hot summer months, I'm able to have cool nights where I can sleep comfortably. But I'm also able to remove this during the dead of winter when I don't need it. And it runs so quietly too. So I'm able to have it on. I can watch TV or I can sleep to it. It's not going to wake the baby or me. This model of the Zafro portable air conditioner has 16,000 BTUs. BTUs stands for British Thermal Units. It's the quantity of heat that's required to raise a temperature of 1 pound of liquid water by 1 degree Fahrenheit. At the temperature that water has its greatest density, a BTU is just a way to measure energy output. And the Zafro portable air conditioner has maximum BTUs, especially for a model so small. Hardly takes up any footprint in a bedroom. And it's so powerful, it can go for a living room or any room in your household. I have a house that's built on a hill, and that means the whole house is exposed. It must be 30 feet to get to the bottom of my yard. It's basically a 3-story house, including my basement area below me. Now, see that side of my house? That is southern facing. I live in sunny Santa Barbara by the beach. So typically our warmest days are high 70s, which is really quite nice, except on the upper floor in that bedroom right there. See that window up there? That's the hottest room of the house, and that's a bedroom. The lower parts of my house are just perfect any day of the year. They don't need air conditioning. They stay cool. Naturally, Santa Barbara's houses don't have air conditioning. It's just the way it is in my neck of the woods. But that bedroom up there gets so hot, even at 75 degrees, when the sun is beating down on that window and on those walls. It can get to 110 in that room, and no open window is going to cool that down. So in that corner, by that window, I can put a portable air conditioner. And I researched and I found the Zafro portable air conditioner to go right there. Let's power it on to get the room cool. You just press the power button on, and then you adjust where you want the temperature, which I'm doing here. I'm pressing, and bringing it down manually to 61 degrees. The most important thing about an air conditioner, of course, is cooling a room. Let me show you how fast my Zafro cools this room. This room was hot. The day was a hot day. It started at 87 degrees. So I put a thermometer dial on the left and my timer on the right, and check this out. Look at the temperature going down, with my Zafro on high. It cooled the whole room down to 60 degrees in 2 minutes and 21 seconds. That's amazing. It pumped out a lot of cool air that quickly. On high, you could hear the audible sound, but that was okay because I only had it on high for 2 minutes to get it down to that temperature. So now I'm going to show you how quiet it is when you put it into sleep mode. I press the remote on the left-hand side. It has a sleep button with a moon. You press that and into sleep mode it goes. The top right corner of your display on your remote shows it's in sleep mode. And here I am holding a decibel reader, and it shows 42 decibels. That is whisper quiet. A normal talking conversation is 80 decibels. So 42 is barely audible. That's much quieter than a refrigerator. Zafro has made a quiet portable air conditioner. There are 2 ways to adjust the airflow. On the machine itself, you can press the fan button to raise and lower it, and you also can adjust it to 4 different levels above sleep mode right on your remote. There's 3 levels, but if you hold it down, you can even get it into extra turbo mode for the highest flow of cold air. So check this out. Level 1, here are the ribbons blowing in the air. Level 2, they're blowing harder at level 2. And here is level 3. There they go. That's so you can visually see what I can feel in the room. Now here is turbo. This is the highest power you can have. That is quite the blower of cool air to quickly cool a room. And there's also ways you can control it for oscillation. This will move the air around. We see the top panels on the machine going up going down slowly. Now look inside. There's also blades in there that'll move the air from left to right. And this gets your air circulating in the room. So you're moving the air in a wind pattern to take the hot air from the ceiling down and around and out of the Zafro portable air conditioner to push out of your room while you're intaking fresh air that's cold and oscillating it in different directions. These are able to be controlled independently or simultaneously, from up to down, or left to right, or both. You can fully customize your wind flow. This is a controller for the oscillation, and there's also a controller on your remote. Let me show you the manual drainage hose. And this is the drain outlet. You unscrew this, and a hose will attach to it. If you want to, you would only need to do this every 72 hours, which is great for me since I hardly need to use a portable air conditioner unless it's really hot. So I would only need to do this about once a week where I live. But if you want continuous flow, not to worry about this, you can have a tray set right there with that drainage hose for the machine to drain as it needs to from the extra humidity in your air. It'll condensate and go right out that drain hose. When you order your Zafro portable air conditioner, it comes right to your door. I put it on my kitchen floor, and I'm going to swing it around to show you all the different sides of it. This is what the box looks like. It has heavy strapping tape for reinforcement during shipping. This is model A9092R-12K. I lifted the box off, and well packaged was the unit that was braced in styrofoam and other packing materials so the jostling of the shipping wouldn't damage it. What a great packaging design. I took it out layer by layer. The user manual was first. Coiled up insulation was on the side. Here are the ducts. Here is a tubing. There was 2 tubings, and there was more of the insulation that you'll need for your windows packed inside the tubing. What an efficient way of packing it for the shipping of it. I removed styrofoam, and there was the unit, and that was wrapped up in plastic so it wouldn't get scratched, and secured again in more styrofoam at the base. Here are all the sides of that. And here's the back of it with the electrical cord, which is hardwired into the unit. Here's the face of the unit. That's the front. Here's the side with information on the side and a QR code. Here's the other side. And here's the back with all the vents. Those are fans and intake areas. And here's a close-up which has directions if you would like continuous drainage to get the humidity out of your air. And on the bottom of the unit next to the electrical cord is the manual drainage outlet with instructions again. And here's a close-up shot of the top of the unit with all the simple icons for manual control. The cord plugs into any 120-volt normal USA North American outlet with 3 prongs. And after it's plugged in, it also has a surge protector in case you have too many appliances plugged into that circuit. This will pop first so you don't have to go down to your electrical box at your house to fiddle with that. If it's going to surge or it's going to pop, it'll pop right there. That's a great feature. When you plug it in, the front vents go up and down, and then you press on the power button. And when it immediately goes on, and right when you hit the power button, it tells you what it's set at. By default, mine was set at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. I put all the accessories on these black mats on my counter to show you. On the left side, we see 2 air exhaust hoses. The center is adhesive sealing foam. The top is non-adhesive sealing foam. The drainage hose is on the bottom right, and to the right of that is the remote. We have the hardware to install it on the bottom portion of the screen. Butterfly bolts on the left, a bracket in the middle, and screws below that to affix the bracket. So on the right, there's even a bracket to hold the remote control so it doesn't get lost. Here's a close-up of the hardware. We're going to take the user manual out of the plastic, and here's a user manual. I opened it up so you can see how well it's illustrated. It was very easy to understand. And here are the window panels. There are a number of them, and they come secured with blue tape, and here's the other side of them. Here's a close-up of the remote control with its batteries. Now, this is where I'm going to install it. This is a room that is south-facing. It gets all the sun. It's the hottest room in the house. It's a bedroom. Let me show you how to install. Here's Zafro portable air conditioner model A9092R-12K. I laid all the parts I needed and a pair of scissors and a measuring tape right down on the floor in the room where I was going to install it. Here they all are. Here's a close-up of the butterfly screws, the brackets, the little things. And here's all the parts of installation with my Zafro portable air conditioner standing right by it, ready to go. I suggest you lay things out easily so you can find them when you need them, just like I have. That's just a tip. I'm going to use my own scissors and measuring tape here. You need to measure the length of your window first, so you can select the panels that you'll use in the correct sizes. So from the very top, I attached my measuring tape and pulled it down and got the very lowest. So mine was 34 3/4 inches. That's important to know. I will be installing my Zafro portable air conditioner with a vertical exhaust system. You can also use this for hanging windows, the windows that pull up and down. Mine are sliders left to right. So once you know your measurement, we're putting the butterfly bolt through the back of the part with the hole in it. We can see the metal disc, and then it has a notch it's going to fit into. Check this out. The butterfly bolt will go through the notch to attach. It slips right in, and the edges have tracks as well, and they slip right in. They fit really easily, and then on the other side, you flip it over and put the washer and the wing nut on it and twist it tight. And now that's assembled. And you do the other side of the panel, you can see that it will adjust to many sizes of windows. You have the 2 holes on the left for the exhaust hose and the intake hose to come through. The center piece allows you flexibility to the size of your exhaust openings, whether they're vertical or horizontal. These are the pieces I chose for my opening. You had other choices and other panels, but this is a configuration that worked for my slider window. They have thought to make this assembly very versatile for almost all windows. And here it is on top of a dresser, so you can see it fully assembled, ready to go. Now we're going to take the non-adhesive ceiling foam, that's the gray piece. We unrolled it, and we're going to measure that to be exactly the same length as the panel. This is only the small sections you'll need for the top and the bottom of the panel. And it's easy to measure that. You just cut it to the size of that 2 times. So place those short pieces of foam in the upper part of your window and the lower part of your window. And then take your piece of the thicker non-adhesive foam and put it in the bottom and the top. It will stick in because you kind of have to shove it to fit into the spaces, just like that. And get ready for your next step. For my left and right slider, I'm going to take the adhesive foam. That's a different color gray. It's more dense, and I'm cutting it to exactly the height of my window, 34 3/4 inches. And you'll do that twice, 1 for each side of the exhaust panels. And I remove the backing so the adhesive was against my window frame, right inside there. That gives a great seal to keep out the hot air from coming in around my portable air conditioner, as my window will be slightly opened when I'm using it. It fits in neatly and securely. I do that to both sides. We can see how it is on the window side that slides open. So both of those sides now have the adhesive foam. So once the foam is installed, take your plastic window assembly and place it into the grooves of your window, and you'll have unlocked the wing nuts so you can adjust it for just the best fit. Here I am unlocking the wing nuts so I can just adjust it up so it fits very tightly in the window. See that? There's a little inch of a give, so I can push it right up so it fits snugly in. Here's another angle of it. This is what it'll look like. And now I adjust the nut so it's secure. And now the window can go right up to it. And all of that is insulated from the top to the bottom. Now it's time to install the exhaust hose into the portable panel assembly. I'm pulling it out. It stretches. It also has bend in it to make the curve to go around. It's easy to clip right in so that it fits. Here we have it. It snaps right in. And this second is the air inlet that goes in just the way the first hose went in. It snaps right into place. Here is how I did it. Everything's insulated. And now I'm going to pull down the inlet hose. So I'm going to pull in the air inlet hose to the bottom grid. It snaps right in. Look at that. And here's the air outlet hose that goes to the bottom of the machine and snaps right in. It's such an easy installation. Anybody can do this. I did this in 15 minutes. I'm sure you can too. Here I am twisting around the machine. There's a remote. Insert it in the bracket. I take off the sticky part of the bracket so the remote could always be placed next to my air conditioner so I don't lose it. And here is the completed assembly. I want you to see that. It's very neat and looks great in my room and is going to do a magical job of keeping my room cool for me, all during those hot days of summer and hot nights. I will have that flow of that beautiful, cool air anytime I want with this portable Zafro air conditioner that I can install as a portable during my summer months and store it during the winter months. I will keep all the parts of that installation in a little baggie for each time I reinstall for many years to come. I wanted to show you completely the installation so you know yourself that you can do it too. For the Zafro model number A9092R-12K portable air conditioner. Let me show you how you download the app. There are many QR codes that can be found. I just grabbed the one from my installation manual. That took me right to install on the Zafro app. The app is retrieved like any other app. Once you sign in, you can add your device. I went through some other menus, and in order to pair your device, you press the M button on your portable air conditioner, like this. Make sure your Bluetooth is on your phone. It'll prompt you if it's not. There's even an app guide video that's going to show you how to connect to your unit. It connected to my Wi-Fi as well. I clicked on a few more things, and away we went with the device connecting. It connected very easily. I located this air conditioner in the bedroom, and I was in business. Everything was successful, and it stepped me through step by step to understand the app. Here's what the first page looks like on the app. It tells you the current temp and the current humidity and other information. Here's the setup. You could even put another person's email in it and have them have control of the air conditioner too. Or you, if you're at work, you want to make sure your house is cool by the time you get home from work. You can do that remotely. That's a pretty amazing feature. I wanted my degrees set in Fahrenheit, but I also could have had centigrade, but I also could have had it in Celsius. The app is full of lots of different information. It keeps track of how you've used your air conditioner. They've thought of everything. And this is the range, and sometimes you just want to have it for an hour, hour and a half. And here's a timer schedule. You can program it to start and stop as you like it every day, or only certain days. Here I am going through it. I want to make it a certain schedule just for me on weekends. But I'm just showing you how it works easily. It's simple to set the time and the days. And the frequency. These are what the menus look like. So don't worry about forgetting leaving your air conditioner on. You can customize it. Many climates, this is a great tool to save on your energy costs, to just have it on when the kids get home from school or a certain amount of time during the hottest part of the day. It will do all this automatically through the settings on the app. You can set the temperature you want, you can set your fan speed, so many options, as well as the sleep. And eco mode to save energy. Here's a schedule I just created between 12 and 2:30 in the afternoon. You can toggle them on or off. And in case you don't want to look at your written directions on the papers, you can also install it just by following the directions on the app itself. And I swiped up to get to the main page where I can adjust everything just with the touch of my fingertips. And not only can you use it in cool mode, using your full force of your air conditioner, you can also use it in dry mode or fan mode. Let's say you don't want to cool the air, you just want to move it around the room. You can just control the humidity if you want in your room, or with the fan, you can just move the air around the room and use it just like a fan without the air conditioning on for both the dry and the fan modes. And here I am using the temperature dial. You can just swipe it with your finger with the dial to the temperature you desire. And you can fully customize your sleep mode settings to the sleep hours you like. And there's an eco mode to use the least power possible to get to the cool air and maintain it. And here I am pressing many of the other buttons so you can see how great just that one control pad is on your app. This is one of the ways to control all those features that I've shown you within this video, to use it off your app rather than on the front of the machine, which you could have done. Either way works with the Zafro portable air conditioner. And right on the app, they will give you all the tips and pointers in easy-to-view videos to understand all your features within the app. So wherever you live, anywhere in the United States, and you want to cool down just a section of your house like I needed to do here in Santa Barbara, where the weather is almost perfect every day, this is a great solution. This portable air conditioner can be taken out for when I don't need it anymore during the winter months. It's perfect for me, for all the ways I want to use it. This is the first year I have seen portable air conditioners with the double air hoses. They are game changers in portable air technology, and Zafro has included all the best of the latest and greatest in that air technology to cool your air fast. Click the link to get your Zafro portable air conditioner. I'm Rebecca Brand. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is for coolness for your hot summer days and nights with Zafro. If you like this video, here's more over there, including some really great summertime recipes. Just click.